museum, milestones in Basingstoke, but we're trying to freshen up the election. First-time voters meeting one of the MPs who include a GP and a former Olympic athlete. This is going to be an election fought on local issues, and one probably where every vote will count, and the votes of these people, first-time voters, are going to be more important than ever before. So let me introduce you to the candidates who we've brought here today, who, again, may have in some cases fought elections before. You have, haven't you, Philip Lee?
Yes.
But you were a GP and then came forward after the expenses scandal to fight that seat for the Conservatives. Moving across, Funder Pepperell, this is the first time you've ever tried to become a politician, because you used to be an Olympic athlete.
Yeah.
And this is obviously something where, you know, you're going to give it your all just as you were for sport. But you're coming to it with a different perspective. And Martin Todd, baptism of fire for you in Winchester, because it's a very tough seat. Only 2 votes in it in the past when Mark Oaten, the Liberal Democrat, tried to take it. So you've all got to make an appeal to these people here. Let's ask you, first of all, starting with Alex, what is it that the MPs could do, the candidates could do, to just bring this a bit more to life for you?
Well, I found over the past few years that I've been working with the UK Youth Parliament that MPs don't actually go out and speak to young people. And that's a really, really big issue, is that MPs themselves don't go out there and speak to anybody. I just find them sitting in their offices doing bits of paper, and, you know, they need to get out there and speak to the young people and infuse them with politics.
Okay, Nikki?
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing directly, I mean, it's on the TV, it's on the radio, but it's nothing directly crying out to us, our votes still count at the end of the day, and they need to get us more involved.
Okay. Emma, you work in a bar, is that right, at the moment? I mean, is the economy one of those things? Sorry?
Army barracks.
The army barracks, right, so, yeah. So tell me, what is it, you know, what are the things that you really care about in this election, or have none of them really got your attention yet?
No, I just think something should be done about taxes. Taxes need to be lowered, because we were working full time and then our money goes, so we've got nothing left because it all goes on tax.
What's the most important issue?
Yeah, definitely.
I think in light of the, you know, obviously the expenses scandal last year was a big thing, and I think a political reform is more essential now than it's ever been. So I think, you know.
Well, we'll get back to hear some of their ideas on what they could do, but just quickly, Kimmy and Matthew, will you vote? Have you made up your mind whether you will vote or not, Kimmy?
Not really.
Not yet.
No.
Matthew?
Yeah, no, I will be voting.
You will be.
Yeah.
Right. So, guys, what should you be doing more of? Let's start with you first of all, Funder.
Well, I've been in doorstep since 2.5 years. I'm constantly talking to young people and asking them to come out and vote. It does matter. And I know in these days, you know, internet is a great access. And I know we spend so much time in internet, and we've been trying to connect with them through Facebook, Twitter, you know, blogging basically. But we are trying to connect you guys, but please don't hesitate to come and connect with us too.
Martin, what do you think is most important?
Well, I think it's got to be, I mean, I absolutely support that you need to be out on the doorsteps meeting people, but also in schools, in universities and other places where young people gather. The other thing is when people use the internet, it has to be two-way. It has to be, yes, you have to be saying what you think about things, but you have to be getting responses and responding back to that. And then the third thing is we have to talk about the most important issues. You know, unemployment amongst young people in the southeast of England has doubled in the last 2 years. It's twice what it is amongst any other age group. There's a whole question of, is there going to be an increase in tuition fees after the general election, or should we get rid of them altogether? And political reform, absolutely. I mean, it's not a coincidence that the worst expenses abuses happened in the safest seats, and that's one of the reasons why the Liberal Democrats want to change the voting system.
Philip Lee, you're in a safe seat, but Philip, you've really got to reach out to people, haven't you? There are an awful lot of people who might not vote this time around. What is it, do you think, that would bring this election to life for them?
I think it's important for politicians to be talking about issues that people are concerned about, and I also think it's important not to patronise first-time voters and try and talk about just tuition fees and lowering the voting age. I think this is patronising. They're actually more concerned about jobs, future, debt, issues, benefits, and also, I think, in terms of the expenses scandal, trust in politicians. So I think it's beholden upon someone like me to make sure that I'm out there saying, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to address these concerns about death and talk to you about them. I don't think you need to talk about young people as being separate. I think they're adults and they have the same concerns as all the other voters do in Bracknell.
Okay. Right, we're going to come back to a bit more discussion in a section, but let's take a look at some of the other seats and issues in a couple more counties in our region. This time it's Andy Gordon in Oxfordshire and then Tiffany Foster in Berkshire.
Oxford is getting a lot of attention from the three main political